I mean, the first one was huge, and everybody was a Chevy fan, and it was memorable. But I think it was a while ago.
Hi, Frank.
Where are you right now?
None of your business.
Come on, Fletch. Aren't you bored?
I need you for a story. I got that police report you wanted. I just emailed it to you. It's encrypted.
What's the password?
Go F yourself.
Hey, I'm Jim Alexander with The Real Talker. John, how's it going?
Hi, Jim. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I don't know where you're at. You're like in this like day like
I'm in front of a weird background. I'm literally in a hallway in my house.
I don't know. Maybe you're like chasing down some detective case that you can't reveal. What's going on?
Anonymous in the soundproof booth.
There you go. Were you a fan of the original Fletch? Because this is like a whole new generation. Like there's people that probably had no idea that it existed before. How familiar were you with the original incarnation of it?
I was pretty familiar. What year did it come out? Do you remember?
I think in the 80s. There was definitely, I think the last one was like 88 or so, but
yeah. I mean, the first one was huge, and everybody was a Chevy fan, and it was memorable. But I think it was a while ago. I mean, so I think this is going to introduce a whole bunch of people to the world of Fletch that had pretty much no idea. I mean, you got to give credit where it's due. That was Chevy was amazing, and it was a great movie. But these guys have a really original take on it. Greg's great. John Hamm is an all-star, and I think this thing could be the start of a beautiful franchise.
Well, there you go. How easy was it to pitch you on this, to get you on board?
It took about 15 seconds. Being Fletch, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would do anything for Ham, and he's he's such a good friend and so good at his job, and I'm a big fan of Greg Mottola. So it took very little coaxing for me to want to be in this.
I was wondering, I mean, there's so much like deadpan comedy that goes on in the film, but how much hijinks and like laughter did you guys have offset? Because I can only imagine, John's holding the straight face throughout this, and everyone kind of is. But what did you guys do offset? I'm just like unleashing all the laughter, or what?
There's there's a hard time keeping a straight face in some of it, and you don't want to ruin a take by breaking, so you try to keep it together. I was only in for 2 days. What's that? I came up to Boston and shot a couple scenes and split. So we had dinner, and we shot a couple scenes and got to meet Greg. I actually met Greg once a long time ago. So I'm a big fan of his, and just kind of knocked it out and split. That was it.
It came in, did the job, and left. Like a hitman.
We had dinner, and then I got on a train, I think, back to New York. I was in the middle of I don't know. I just directed a movie with John in the lead, and I think I was already into pre-production. So I think I kind of came and went pretty quickly.
Well, there you go. You see, like I said, like a hitman, came, did the job, and left, took care of business.
What's better?
Well, yeah, that's right. Well, hey, I'm a big fan of yours. I thought this was tremendous, and it's good to bring back. You see, some reboots can really work, and if you get a whole new generation, especially like that, and this is certainly one of them, especially those that don't remember or get a fresh take on it. So glad you were part of it, and you and Ham back together. It's always a good thing.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Got it. Can't wait to the next one for you.
I don't know who people hate more, cops or reporters.
It's cops.